Hi, hello, this is Jules the Human here, and welcome to Gaming Gone Weird, a podcast about all the weird, interesting, and funny, but very real news that is going on in the gaming world. I am one of your hosts, Jules the Human, and this is our first podcast here on the Know Your News YouTube channel, and I will not be alone for these every Saturday. I'm going to be joined by someone that's really cool, someone that you might have seen on the Impact Post show with Joel Pearl on Fightful. You may have heard her on Jade Cargill's Instagram. Cresta Starr. Hi, hello, welcome.
What an intro. Can you intro me every time, everywhere?
Yes, for sure. I got it.
Hi, guys. Thank you so much for being here. It is I, Cresta Starr. Thank you for that introduction again, Jules. We are going to be here every Saturday talking about all things that are weird but true in gaming. I am excited. Jules, how are you feeling today?
I'm doing great. I mean, we've had a lot of stuff going on in the wrestling world. I know we have a large connection to, because of Fightful and all that stuff, to all the craziness that was going on in the wrestling world. But it was also really nice to just play video games and to look at all the weird stuff. I mean, this week we have the way that it's titled, Let There Be Modding for the first episode, because we saw a lot of connection, because there was a lot of weird stuff going on in the modding world for gaming. We're going to be talking about a lot of topics, get into that stuff, but I'm super excited to be here with you, Cresta. And I kind of want to know, since it's our first episode, I kind of want to know what your relationship to gaming is, because we kind of talked about it off cam, but I don't know, what was your first video game, and where are you now? What have you gone through with video games? I would like to know that.
Awesome. There's ancient pictures of me holding a ray gun to a TV in a pamper. So I don't know, maybe Atari, dating myself here, 5200 till now. I have my own PC. I've played World of Warcraft for far too long, League of Legends for far too long. You name it, I've gamed it. Haha, trademark
nice.
That. Since, like you said, this is our first episode, Jules, what do you do in gaming? What games have been your milestone, and where did you get started?
Man, I remember being really bad on Nintendo 64. I liked Mario Kart and all that stuff. I really wanted to like Mega Man, but I'm not a great gamer, and I still am not a good gamer. But Mega Man, I remember I was like, oh my god, this guy's cool. I like Sonic, I like all that stuff. I did, since I'm a musician, I played a lot of Rock Band and Guitar Hero and all that stuff. So that was kind of where I went, and just now I do a bunch of story games and I don't know, first person shooters and stuff. But so yeah, that's kind of us. I don't know where, if you want to comment again, we have chats here, live chat. You can comment if you're watching this a little bit later. But if you would like to get your stuff read on the show, you can send in a super chat and you can help us out, help out the channel, and keep the lights on over here. It'll be super dope. But another way that you can do it, instead of doing it on YouTube, you can do the KYN chat, kynchat.com. You can leave a KYN chat and we'll read them on the show. So super chat is one way, or a KYN chat is how you get your comment read on the show. But thank you so much. And we are going to get into our very first topic. So Cresta, what is your relationship with Spider-Man?
I've always liked Spider-Man. My dad is a huge comic book nerd. X-Men, Spider-Man, whatever it is. But he has a special place in my heart because of memes. Spooderman.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh, my favorite one is the three Spider-Men just pointing at each other.
Yes.
I love it. They're just doing that. Yeah, that's a classic meme for sure. Well,
and it's funny because that ties into today's topic. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, for sure. That was a perfect segue. Spider-Man is pretty memey in the world, and they did have a Spider-Man game that was PlayStation exclusive, and it finally came to PC. And of course, when it came to PC, the PC gamers do what they always do, and they modded it like crazy. And the one that was going around, the one that caught my attention, the one that went viral pretty much, was the Kermit the Frog Spider-Man, and he's just zipping around. He's just zipping around doing nonsense. So man, I've seen so many different, have you ever modded? First, I want to ask, have you ever modded any, I'm a newbie to PC gaming. I've only been PC gaming for 3 years. I wouldn't even know where to begin. I can barely turn it on. I press the button and that's it. Like,
I am not that girl either. Like the closest thing I get to modding is, I don't know if you remember MMOs, like of course World of Warcraft now and Final Fantasy 14. Also, like if you remember Rift, like just taking the time to customize things. I think that's, even in this like Kermit the Frog situation, being able to change who you're playing makes it more personable. You know what I mean?
yeah.
We've been modding as communities from various games from time to time, whether for good or for bad.
And it definitely has gotten bad, as you're gonna see right here. I pulled another clip.
What?
What is going on here? But
that's nightmare fuel.
I've seen a Shrek. There was somebody as Shrek going around the Spider-Man. So like, man, it was just really weird. It got really weird. Even it went from like no HUD, where you can just take off the HUD mode. You can change different characters and styles. But who would you? I even saw a Batman. There was a Batman somewhere. Who would you want to be as Spider-Man? Who would be good? If I worded that right.
Sailor Moon, all the way.
Oh,
I am a Sailor Moon fan, but can you imagine in the name of the moon just
yeah.
She pulled up on Doc Ock and just like three. No, not three. How many Sailor Scouts are there? Like 8?
5? Oh wait, no, I don't know. How many?
Imagine getting jumped by teenage girls. That's the joke.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, let us know in the live chat or in the comments, who would you want to be in the Spider-Man game now that it's on PC? And have you ever modded anything on PC? Let us know. Send us a super chat or a KYN chat or anything like that. But what is the first thing that you think of when I say Big Chungus?
Kill the wabbit. Kill the wabbit. Bugs Bunny is an icon. Like Big Chungus, even better. I don't even remember that cartoon. Again, memes. Memes is really it seems to be the underlining tone of this episode.
Modding and memes. Why didn't we think of that? We should have. That's the title.
The meme of it all.
The meme of it all. But Warner Brothers, if you don't know, there was a new game that came out recently, a couple weeks ago, and it's called Multiversus. And as you can see here, Multiversus is like just an amalgamation of like Warner Brothers stuff. It's a fighting game, sort of like Super Smash Brothers, and you can be like Batman, you could be Superman, you see Jake over there, you see Wonder Woman, you see Tom and Jerry and all that stuff, and you see a bunch of different characters that you can be. And Warner Brothers has acquired the rights to Big Chungus, who is possibly going to be in the Multiversus game. And if you don't know, now you know. He's just there, and he's a big old Bugs Bunny. And
he wants to be your friend. He wants to love you.
I don't even know the feelings I have when I look at that. I love Bugs Bunny. I love, like I said, as a musician, like I loved his orchestral stuff. Well, Bugs Bunny had a lot of orchestral episodes and stuff. And I guess I wanted to play Bugs Bunny in this game, but as Big Chungus, I don't know. How do you feel about it?
I feel like if they do put Big Chungus in there, it has to be like think of Super Smash Brothers. It would have to be like a Mario, Dr. Mario, this type of Mario situation. I would love to play Bugs Bunny, Big Chungus, Opera Bunny, since we're talking about his musicians with the horns. Like, have it be completely different movesets. And people are already going crazy over Multiversus. Big Chungus is going to be even better. And, eventually, hopefully it'll get a little memey. And you can add something like Omega Instinct Shaggy. Or he's already in there.
Yeah, he's already there. Oh, man, I am not good. I tried. I played. But I'm not good at fighting games. I don't know. We have like some other fighting game topics later on. But like, are you good at fighting games at all? Have you played like, what is it? Smash, Mortal Kombat, any of those?
I grew up in New York, so I'm like around a lot of FGC people who are really good. But whatever that talent that was in the air skipped me. I'm just pressing buttons like, I'm happy to be here. Please don't beat me up too bad. Maybe back in the day, Mortal Kombat 3 with Sindel on the Super NES, I was a terror in my house. I tried to play against my friends, clapped up.
I remember being closer to the games like Tekken, more than like Street Fighter or anything, because there's a ton of like fighting games. It's like this whole like culture, which is really crazy that just people are good at this. And like I even saw, what was it? Somebody was playing at a tournament, and you know, some people have like controllers to play, or they play keyboard and mouse, I guess.
But
yes, they had the pad. They had the pad with the joystick, or the fight sticks. And then this person had their fight stick hands inside a cardboard box, so that their opponent couldn't see their moves. And that's
big brain. That is big brain.
I'm not even on that.
I love fighting games. The fighting game community, if you have the time, I implore you and anyone who's watching this live or on YouTube later on, please go and look at some fighting game tournaments. Listen to the commentary, because it's a simple concept to get. I'm going to beat you up and then you fall down. But the commentary, the added hypeness, it is such a spectacle. Fighting games are a spectacle.
Yeah, like any game live, even if you do like video games, or if you don't understand video games, like the League of Legends finals have been going on and all that stuff, it gets hype. Like, I'm not even that good, but I be watching like the Apex Legends tournaments, and I'm like, I could do that. Like afterwards, I'm like, I want to do that.
You get hype. You like, I could do that.
Yeah, and it's just like,
I don't feel that way when I look at mods though.
Oh, true. Yeah.
I'm like, wow, I wish I can do that. I'm not. Where can I download this?
Yeah, it's like, and kind of like that when I get into Apex Legends finally, and then I'm like, all right, and I die in like 10 seconds, and I'm just like, I can't. Oh, okay, never mind. I got humbled really quickly.
My apologies.
Yeah, I tried. Oh well, but let us know what kind of fighting games, or are you good at fighting games, and are you going to be playing as Big Chungus? Do we need to see him one more time? Is that your new main?
He's clearly top percentile. And imagine if you can mod him, not rifle. Jesus, what kind of game are you trying to make, Cresta?
Whoa.
Fortnite heard that and it's like, hold on.
We don't even have like Fortnite and stuff. We haven't even talked about that. Goku and all that. But like, who would you want? Let's say Warner Brothers / Discovery pretty much owns everybody. And I know there's like, and yeah, I said that nonchalantly, but it's the truth. Like,
it's the truth. It is what it is.
They own like everybody, which is why they can put everybody in multiverses. But like, who would you want to see in there? I saw like a big uproar for some of the Breaking Bad characters. I don't know if that's like an actual thing or not, but
not to say, but how would you put that in? You can obviously put that in. That is like, everyone is yuck here for a good time. Walter White ain't playing around.
True. He's gonna have like some blue crystal attack somehow.
Oh no! I
don't. Come on. What is he gonna do? He's gonna punch and kick?
I don't think he should be in the game.
Okay.
Let's stick to Elmer Fudd.
Okay, yeah. Elmer Fudd, Bugs Bunny. Okay. But there's like been a big uproar for Breaking Bad characters, and I was like, I don't know, maybe, but they just added one of the Gremlins, I think. So they're adding characters all the time, but I don't know. It's pretty cool, and
I like it. I like it.
I'm not good at it. I'll watch somebody play. I know I have friends that are super into multiverses and fighting stuff, but I just can't. It's too fast paced.
You know, at our tender old age, our hands just get you can't move them, and I'm not as fast. And I appreciate the youngins back in my day.
You mentioned Final Fantasy 14, and I know I didn't talk about because you said you played like World of Warcraft and stuff, but I played Final Fantasy 14 for a while. But in like my formative years of gaming, I remember Final Fantasy 7. And I remember back in my day, for the PlayStation, like you needed like 5 discs for the Final Fantasy games, and like that's just something that we don't see nowadays in video games, where it's just.
Can you imagine how hard it would have been to mod back then with your 5 discs? on your PlayStation 1 or 2, and you're like, okay, change it now. I hope my character, like, I never played Final Fantasy 7. I listen, I know how that sounds, but I've never played Final Fantasy 7. But I can't imagine dressing up Cloud or Barrett or someone else and one disc and then trying to do it on the next, and your PlayStation's just like, you know what? You're doing too much. I'm passing away.
I cannot handle it. They couldn't even handle to keep your memory from the game.
That's true.
Like, memory cards are old and a thing. But anyways, another game that I used to play a whole lot when I was younger was Halo. Do you have any connection to the Halo games at all? Have you played? I don't even know if you like first-person shooters at all.
The last first-person shooter I played was SOCOM, and I got very angry at the kill cam because it was stairs, because someone modded, cheated, and I threw my controller at the TV and broke it. I was in a lot of trouble that day. I swore off first-person shooters from that day forward. I was very angry.
So I guess we haven't even like touched on the conversation of like, there is a solid difference between modding and cheating. Like, I'm cool with you changing characters. I'll watch you play a game as Shrek, you know, fighting, I don't know, Batman or something. I'll do all that stuff. But like when it's actually like in a competitive game, that gives you competitive advantage, that's where it gets like pretty annoying. Like, I'm cool. It's griefing, yeah, and it's just annoying, and it makes you not want to play the game. And while, you know, I bet you if somebody put that on my PC, I'd be like, ha ha ha, I'm having so much fun. But like on the back end, I'm making so many other people just not have a good time. And
possibly turning off new players to a game. You know what I mean? If you're brand new and you're trying to play with your friends and your kill cam is a duck or some stairs or the sun, you're just like, what's going on here?
I got annihilated by the sun in this video game.
Like Super Mario Brothers 3, where the sun is just angry looking at you. Got two
so yeah, there's definitely something to say about, like, when we're talking about modding, like that's the fun side of like tampering, and since I got a PC, like it had been super cool to see, and like a bunch of people doing unlocking their creativity, which is really cool. But when it's against other people and it's against them that are like making them get annoyed and stop playing, like that's when it's not great. But another game, like I said, Halo. I have a pretty big connection. I played it a lot when I was younger, and they have the Halo Forge, Halo Infinite Forge mode that is out now, and Red Nomster on YouTube. This went viral recently.
Before you do that, can you explain to someone who is new like me what the Halo Forge is?
Halo Forge, back when it first started, back like I don't know if it was on the initial Halo or it was on Halo 2, was where you're like, you can create your own custom maps and you can do a bunch of nonsense where it was like, here's the map, but all the stuff is taken out and you can just put whatever you want in it and then play together. I don't remember where it got introduced in Halo 1. I don't know if that was Halo 1, but it was one of the first, Halo 2 or 3, I think. But if someone in the comments or if somebody wants to send in a super
Halo
chat,
3 introduced the Forge.
Halo 3 introduced the Forge. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. So in Halo 3, yeah, that's when it was. And you just put like whatever. You just put a bunch of stuff. They give you a lot of like all the assets and you're like, here you go. Do the thing. Make custom maps and play with your friends. But this is kind of taking it to the next level, as you see here. This went pretty viral. Red Nomster on YouTube made the Toy Story.
That's cool. That's in Halo.
Yeah, and you see the Spartan there on top of the blocks. And Red Nomster, I checked out the YouTube channel, and they just have a bunch of stuff. And I don't even know how to. My brain can't even begin to think.
My brain is broken right now. I'm like, are these all Halo assets?
That's exactly. Like, it's a combination of probably just combining Halo assets to make them. I know some of the stuff he said he had to, like, they have a paint feature, so you can paint, and he just painted some of that stuff. But like the how? What? This is in the game.
Beautiful. And that is so pretty.
The time to do it, I don't have that kind of time.
To quote a great internet meme, ain't nobody got time for that.
True.
But those who do, I appreciate it. That is beautiful. That is gorgeous. And it's like, did you learn that from Halo? Because are you coding? Because that's a talent. Like,
yeah, it's some sort of again, I don't even know. I wouldn't even know where to begin, but some kind of mod that does that, and he's definitely just using it to make something really cool.
That's
and there's
really
it's
fantastic.
Red Nomster there, and it went pretty viral on the internet all around there. But yeah, I don't have the time. I don't have the creativity. I can't think like that. Even like Minecraft. I don't know if you play Minecraft. I just complain about Minecraft because
but I know exactly what you're talking about.
What do I do? What do you do? People
like,
try to explain to me
ideas, but how, Sway?
Yeah, I just don't. I don't know. They're like, here you can do literally everything, and I'm just like, well, what?
It's when
what
you're
do
given
I do
the
then?
world. It's like, well, where do I start?
Exactly.
You know,
yeah,
I hope that like, if we learned that from Halo, he or they, I don't know what they identify as, but like, I would hope that they get like some sort of scholarship if they haven't gone to college, and if this is their full-time job. Pixar, what's going on?
yeah. Do get this guy, get this person on the payroll somewhere. But yeah, I like I like when video games tell me exactly what to do.
Yeah,
I like to think sort of, but please tell me what to do. Like,
or make it easy for me to figure out, because I got a lot going on.
Yeah, I just want to. I mean, even like if I want to pop on like a shooty game like Call of Duty or Apex or something, like I have an objective. I want to like not pay attention and just do the thing with my hands and just go and I don't know, have fun. But like sometimes I do like to think about stuff. But
yeah,
in a game, like I just finished Resident Evil 2. And that one kind of worked my brain a little bit, but because puzzles and all that stuff.
Yeah, I love puzzle games, but I know what you mean. It's like, I don't want to think so much to the sense of, wow, where does everything meticulously go? But if you leave a hint, a note, oh, the music's changed, there's a boss fight, let me save. You know, things like that. I think that the Halo Forge reminds me, and what I just saw reminds me very much of Tony Hawk Pro Skater, when you can make your park and the thing like that. And that's cool. And imagine playing your friends on that. I would not want to play my friends. I would just want to go around and take pictures.
Sure, yeah.
My wallpaper with my homies.
Yo, that's what I like. We talked about Final Fantasy 14. Like, there was again a lot, just everything in the world, and you could do whatever. And I was a pretty character. My character was really pretty, and I was like, I just want to. And all the stuff is really pretty. Yeah, and I'm like, I just want to take pictures of stuff. So I just did all that. There's a game called Tower of Fantasy out recently.
Yes. And Tower of Fantasy and Genshin are really scenic. They're very beautiful.
I just want to take pictures. I just want to take screenshots, and like, I just want to post. I want to show people. I know nobody cares, but
I care.
Look. I did the cool pose, and the sun is rising, and it's nice. And
I was doing that back in World of Warcraft before they updated. I was like, listen, I just got this left, and look at me. I know no one cares.
What would you say? Okay. About a year ago. Well, I don't know about a year ago. 7 months ago. I chose to pick up Final Fantasy 14 instead of any other MMO. And it was because I want to play a pretty game. And what would you say if I said World of Warcraft was ugly? Do I just not see it? Do I not understand?
You're not wrong. I love World of Warcraft. No. I love World of Warcraft. I've seen from whence it came till now, but in Final Fantasy will always just be a prettier game. I have a deep connection to World of Warcraft. I used to raid like every other weekend. So like the storyline, the whole character development, how they've retconned. I'm one of those people. Final Fantasy, I'm playing for pictures. So I completely understand. Sure. It's a pretty game, but the customization in Final Fantasy, top tier. The gameplay, World of Warcraft, for me, personally, rather play World of Warcraft.
Gotcha. Yeah, like I can get into it. There's a difference how fast you can do spells and all that stuff. And a lot of people have the problem with that. And when I was choosing, like, I just wanted something pretty. I just wanted also like when I play, y'all are gonna hate me, and you're gonna lose everything I said in the past 20 minutes or so. It's gonna be completely invalid, but I'm just gonna say it. I liked playing Fortnite a lot because it was really pretty, and I still sometimes just watch Fortnite streams because of all the colors.
Hey, video games is art, and art because I'm a child. Art is subjective. Listen, even though you think this is my house, if you're a child, what am I?
Oh, true. Am I?
Just two little kids looking at each other.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what this show's gonna be every Saturday. Gaming Gone Weird here, but I don't know. What's like one of your, I guess, guilty pleasure games or something? Because Fortnite is like a guilty pleasure for me, and everybody's like, "Oh, you're how old and you're playing Fortnite?" But it's like, whatever, man. It's pretty. What's like one of your guilty pleasure games?
So I'm going to skip ahead because I know we got like a little chart what we're supposed to do, but it's not so much a game. It's skipping ahead. I don't know if you guys know what a Mugen is. So a Mugen is when people create characters, or you take characters from like Super Smash Brothers, Tekken, and you put them all in one game, and you can either play it or have a computer play it for your enjoyment. My guilty pleasure is watching Salty Bet on end and seeing things like Omega Vegeta versus Omega Tom Hanks, or a New York City Tim versus Anime Waifu 7. It is so funny because it is silly and ridiculous. And since we're on the topic of modding, who doesn't love a good modded character just being overpowered? But when two overpowers power, who's gonna have the power?
Sure, who's the powerful? Oh, if it okay, who would win, Jules the Human or Cresta Starr? Like, we're battling right now. What would be your powers?
You, because the moment you hit me, I'm tapping.
Oh, okay.
That's me. I've had a long time to think about wrestling things, and I've already decided that if I ever have to mix it up, I'm gonna
it's over. Yeah.
Wait, how much are you paying?
Oh, not okay. Enough? Yeah. That's what it's dependent on. Okay. So yeah, you told me a little bit about that, and the Mugen Salty Bet, and I went and looked at it. I was confused, and I don't know what this is, and I have some clips here. I think the first one was
you're about to play Salty Bet.
No.
Team Lords, we have come up there. Our time is now.
I literally clicked at a random time. I think it was yesterday. I don't know when. And I was like, let me check what it is. And the first thing that came up was a battle between Shaq and a raptor. And that's kind of what I saw on my screen. Just Shaq dealing it out to a raptor. And
I love Mugens because like you'll never see that anywhere. But with the conglomerate, that was iconic.
I watched it. I mean, yeah, I got it for the podcast, and I was like, well, I got to see who wins now. Like, and it was Shaq.
And the best part is they got salty dollars. So there's a lot of memes that come in it. And I think that when you have communities like this, modding communities especially, everyone becomes tight-knit. Everyone's in on the joke. So you'll get these salty dollars from watching and then betting, and you got to bet big to win big. And when you lose all your salty dollars, people say you're in the salt mines.
Okay, well that's better because I thought this was like real money. I saw the little dollar sign and I was like, do I gotta spend real money to play this?
No,
and I was
no. I don't have any real money, but I'm a salty bet
Oh,
millionaire.
you're a whale in the salty bet sphere. Okay.
You gotta bet big to win big, but if you lose, back to the salt mines.
Here's because I stayed there for a little bit. Here's another one. I think it was Waluigi and versus some, I don't know who this is. Waluigi versus Rakusha, and
what is happening?
Waluigi and Wario did a double attack a couple times, and it was
gaming gone weird indeed. But that is the beauty of things like this, like modding like that. You'll only get nothing but chaos. It low-key reminds me of Twitch Plays Pokemon.
Oh my god, that was so good. That was awesome.
What a moment in history.
And if you don't know, it was just probably like the most viral. Well, up until then, I mean, Twitch was pretty niche. But then that was like the first viral, and I think that was like one of the first times that I heard about Twitch at all, because there was so many news things about it, because it was just the chat of Twitch playing a game together, and every time you did an input in chat, their little character that was playing Pokemon Blue or whatever would move around and trying to get like it. There was stories. There was a storyline about the fossil and
okay, at the risk of looking like a nerd,
please tell me everything. I don't know.
So the idea of Twitch Plays Pokemon was you were either going to be chaotic and just type whatever to see what it'll do, or you were going to try to work with everyone to finish the game. At first, it started off with people like, what is this? They started playing the game, and then once more people got a wind of it, chaos ensued. As things went on, Pidgeotto was, I think, one of your first Pokemon that you kept because people kept releasing Pokemon. It was just bad. And the way that they put in the name, it ended up looking like Bird Jesus or something like that.
I vaguely remember that. Yeah.
And then, like, when they eventually got to get the Fossil Stone, I think that was a battle. Who are you going to pick, Kabuto or the Helix Fossil? And I think we ended up releasing the Helix Fossil. It was a mess. But that mod in itself created so many things. Nothing, in my opinion, was as special as that first one. Everything else that came afterwards, they tried to fix it with the chaos and the inputs. But that mod itself created such a community, and it had a grip on Twitch for like a solid month. Not a month, that's a lie. I think it took them a week to finally beat Pokemon, because there were people on there 24/7 like, all right, enough. We're going to go beat the Final Four right now.
We're doing this. And it did end. And I just remember all the memes and like artwork. Like everybody was super creative. I remember all the art. Like, this is so-and-so from the store. I was like, I don't watch this 24/7. I was like, I don't know what happened. I missed the lore. But I remember that was like the first.
People at cons dressed like Bird Jesus, literally. Like the Pidgeotto hair. It's like, come on, ye faithful, praise Helix.
What a pull. What a niche thing. Imagine being that person and then somebody's like, I know who you are, and just all hail. But that was one of the, I don't even know how we got here. That was one of the first things that got communities going on Twitch. And that was the first time that I had heard about it, and I still didn't even know, like, what is that? What's that about? But community stuff is always super cool when they tried other games too, right? I think there's even some other games that are going on right now, but it's not the
same. The first one was like a fever dream, literally. I think they tried to do Pokemon Crystal or something like that afterwards, and they did it where you can do chaos or you could do together, whatever it was. It wasn't the same. And people are like, all right, that was fun.
Yeah, it was like, okay, that was cool. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I were you there? Chat, were you there for any of this? Do you remember? Send us a super chat. Let us know. Send us a KY in chat. We'd like to know. Also, if you're watching this later on, hi, hello. Let us know in the comments. We would love for you to interact with us. I don't know about you, Cresta. I want this to be like super interactive. We're doing this once a week, and I want to know more gamers and gaming stories.
Absolutely. We love to hear your guys' feedback. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. No, don't tell us what you don't like.
I don't want to know.
I don't want to know. Tell us what you like, so we'll do more of that. I'm fragile.
So if you don't know, there is a D23 that is happening sort of right now all weekend. Yet today is like the Marvel stuff. There's a lot of Marvel things announced. Nothing about Fantastic Four. I'm not really I was waiting for Fantastic Four news. That's
how many iterations of Fantastic Four are we at now? So I remember when Captain America Now was Johnny Flame before, and then I think it was Jessica Alba.
I like that old one. The first one, like the early 2000s one, that one was good. This most recent one with Miles Teller, was Miles Teller? I was like,
I don't even know who that is. I'm a fraud detective.
Miles Teller, the guy with the mustache in the newest Top Gun.
Oh, this is the part where I run away.
And that's why we're not a movie podcast.
Very that. That's where I flee.
Yeah. But there's a lot of gaming news and stuff. There's a lot of movie news. Yesterday was the D23, gaming stuff, there was a lot of I didn't pull anything from there because I'm not.
It was more movies than games.
It was like Iron Man's gonna get a game. There's gonna be some other untitled superhero game. Like I'm not a fan, and it seems like a lot of people aren't that big of a fan because they had a superhero game that came out not too long ago. But it doesn't seem like I'm a big fan of being a superhero in a video game. I love the movies, but like I don't know. How do you feel about like I feel like Spider-Man's the outlier.
Yeah.
Spider-Man is the only one because I've played a lot of different Spider-Man. There was a Spider-Man game on PS2 a long time ago, and I liked that one, Spider-Man 2, and like Spider-Man seems to be the outlier for games. Like, I don't know. Do you have any need to be Iron Man? Do you want to be Iron Man, Cresta? Like, I don't.
I think that the issue with superhero games is, since we're talking about gaming gone weird, I think that a lot of superhero games traditionally have been really weird and or wonky and or this is the movie plot. This is you. Go point A, point B to movie plot. And it's kind of predictable. I agree with you when you said that Spider-Man is the outlier. And even with the modding, it's like, do you think modding can save something like that? Or has it run its course? Do people want more multiple choice? Because I heard this same sentiment, now don't kill me, y'all, about a Star Wars game. I think it was an Old Republic game, and then they came out with another one, and people were like, yes, this one's a lot better because you fixed this thing, this, that, and the third. But I think when it comes to certain games, especially superhero games, I can think of a Superman game in particular. I was like, whoa, no, why did you buy this for me for Christmas?
Sure, yeah.
So
towards this, like I did have like a Star Wars phase not too long ago where I was like, I want to be a Jedi, so I played a bunch of Star Wars games. Like that's cool. Like I know like the Batman games with the Arkham stuff, like that's
Arkham
fun.
Stuff is real, even, but that isn't that Telltale?
Or
am I thinking of another game? I know The Wolf is one.
The Wolf Among Us is Telltale. There was The Walking Dead that was Telltale.
Yeah.
Batman Arkham, I'm not too sure who the developer is for
Batman
that.
Arkham Asylum is really good. I don't even consider that a superhero game.
That's what I'm saying. Like whenever it's a Marvel produced game, that's what, okay, maybe that's the distinction. Whenever it's a different company making a superhero game that knows video games, yes, thumbs up. But whenever it's like, hey, I'm Marvel and we're gonna make Iron Man, Thor, whatever, and it's like just the movie plot, I'm like, I saw the movie, I don't want to play through it.
Maybe they change it up and they make it more like a okay, I'm putting on my conspiracy theory hat here. Maybe they change it up and make Iron Man and make it play like God of War. Now you going through the city trying to fight people, and Thor is your boy.
I don't want to find out for $60 because there's usually a $60 price point with these Marvel games, and I'm like, no, I'm okay. There was another game called Marvel Snap that's like gonna be like a Magic the Gathering sort of thing that Marvel's doing, a mobile card game.
Like card games.
Yeah, that's the one that I'm down for. I have they didn't show much, they didn't explain much about it, but it does look like a Magic the Gathering with superhero cards. So it's gonna be a card game sort of like that. But there apparently there is the Telltale Batman games. I guess I gotta look that up. There are Telltale Batman games. I just know the Arkham ones.
I've definitely seen that, because what I like about Telltale games is that it gives me very big, I don't know if I feel, again, showing my age here just a little bit. Do you remember the books, the Choose Your Own Adventure books, where you would read it? It's like, if you want this, go to page 7. And if you choose this, go to page 5. Nothing in my mind sticks out more than Lily will remember this. Or something like that. Like,
yes. Oh my God. It's a meme in my stream because we played through all the Walking Dead Telltale games, and one of them was the dog will remember that, and I was like, what? The
dog is looking at you every time you go to pet.
Dog's like, and I was like, okay, this is gonna change my journey now. But like Spider-Man's the outlier, Batman's the outlier, but there wasn't a whole lot of stuff that are like super Disney related for games. But I think it was yesterday, Splatoon 3 came out. I don't know if you play any of the Splatoon games, but that
I'm old, man. I'm not above saying I'm old, but I look at that game like this is for the young, this is for the youth, them.
It's for the youth because it's so colorful. Like, yes. How do you even explain? Like, can someone explain the plot of Splatoon to me and like not make it sound crazy? Because it's just a crazy concept.
All of my colors, all your base belong to us, and me is us, and me is purple. And it doesn't belong to you, and you is blue.
Oh, I'm blue. Okay. I was lost, and then you said I was the blue. Okay.
That's pretty much the base. All your base belong to us. But me purple, you blue. So you base belong. But no, my base.
And then you can go into the paint. Like, that's a cool concept.
I think it's great.
Super weird.
I mean, the youth, them love it.
Yeah. I mean, how do you even think of that? Like, that's one of their like flagships now, since they're on number 3. Like, how do you even start that? Like, okay, go with me here. You're gonna put paint all over the place, and then you just go in it, but you're vanished.
It seems like a weird concept, but I can see little kids clearly loving it. You're spraying it, and then you got me. I'm in the paint. I'm in the paint.
Yeah, sure. So that came out yesterday. Another weird, like, okay, we got to establish episode 1. There's going to be gaming stuff that happens, but it's like kind of just, okay, this game's out. Regular stuff. You can get that anywhere else. Like, you can find that anywhere else. But are you going to find out that Cobra Kai 2 Dojo's Rising, a new trailer came out? Only here, man. Do you watch the show at all, Cobra Kai? I know there was a new season 5 that just came out. Have you watched it all?
I hear Cobra Kai and I think G.I. Joe, and I somehow feel like that's wrong.
Well, in G.I. Joe there was a Cobra thing related, but unrelated. Yes, unrelated.
I feel like this show is exposing my age worse than the wrestling show.
Cobra Kai is a knockoff of, or not a knockoff, but a continuation of the Karate Kid. So then, do you know the Karate Kid?
I've seen all the what is happening right now?
Yeah, I guess I should have explained the lore. The Karate Kids came out, whatever. That was a long time ago. And then they made a new show called Cobra Kai, continuing with those characters later on as they're older, and they're sort of teaching the next generation. And it was actually really good. I saw the first 2 seasons, I think. I just kind of dropped off, but apparently there's 5 seasons of it. And apparently they made a Cobra Kai 2 video game. I didn't even know there was a 1.
What would that game be about? Would it be like Double Dragon, if you remember that game? He said I got the clip.
Shout out to IGN for this. Just a little taste of them doing karate. I don't know. It looks wild.
Cool. Maybe it's like a super Unreal Engine, but like Streets of Rage. So it's just like linear. You're going up and down. I would play that. Yeah,
so that came out with a hot new trailer this week, and everybody was talking about it, like Gaming Gone Weird. Everybody was talking about it.
Would you mind a character in there if you could do like training in your backyard? Who would you pick to be in Cobra Kai if you had to mod someone to be in there? Who would
to learn karate from one of the dojos?
Anywhere. It's a modded world. You can do whatever you like.
Well, Fortnite's already taken everybody, and I kind of don't want to be a loser and say one of those characters. Like, I would say Goku, but like Goku just got to Fortnite.
Is it Rick Sanchez in Fortnite, or is that
Rick
Spider-Man?
Sanchez, Spider-Man? In the future, we're gonna have our own. Like, you're gonna be able to play as Cresta Starr. I'm almost
I'd be with it. I don't know what type of skills besides talking someone's ear off, but I would be with it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not the most creative thinker right now. I'd find a way to make myself. I think that'd be cool. I wouldn't mind. You know what would make that game better? And I don't even know. I just saw the trailer. I don't even know how it is.
I'm just making an assumption.
I'm making an assumption that you can't do this, and you know what would make it better? Because I saw that you were characters from the show. Like you're playing as the characters from the show. If they had like a Sims area where you can create your own character, I think that would be better. You can go on your own journey instead of following, like we were saying, the storylines of the show. Like, if you're going to make something based off of a show or movie, let me make my own character and let me do my own thing and let me be Jules the Human and learn karate.
That's smart. I'm going to keep with this Toy Story theme. I want to be Andy with the arms and the bendy just
Did you see that new Buzz Lightyear movie? I haven't seen it.
I did not, but I have to say that animation is just I melt. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna watch it because Toy Story already broke my heart. Like, it went from being we don't want to get left behind to like this is some real stuff, man. Real quick. So I don't know if I want to watch that.
What was it, Toy Story 3 or 4? I was like, I'm like, this is a lot. Like, I was here for a good time. I don't know.
Yeah,
man.
I didn't come here to feel.
Yeah, like I'm watching toys. Like, what do I do here? But yeah, I don't know. We went off quite a bit, but we got all the things that we kind of talked about.
We kept it on the weird course, and that's what we're here to do.
There's a lot of, for sure. There's a lot of games that you can find, but there wasn't a whole lot of weird games. Those were some of the ones. Like Splatoon, I think is really weird. Splatoon 3, Cobra Kai 2 was just really random that I saw. But what games are you excited for? What games did you see at D23 that you're like? Maybe you like the Marvel games. Maybe you like all the, you want to be Iron Man and all that stuff. Let us know. Send us a super chat or KYN chat. Those are forever. Those are at any time, all 24 hours of the day. You can send a KYN chat and we'll read them on the show. You can leave a comment if you're watching this later. You can leave a comment on this YouTube channel or YouTube page and hit that subscribe button. I don't know. Cresta, this was fun. And I'm super excited to do this every week.
This is over already. I had such a blast. What is happening here? This was too fast, too furious.
Oh man, I love Fast and the Furious.
Okay, I'll give you a mod question before we go. I'll give you a mod question, and since you love Fast and Furious, out of all the games we talked about today, whether it be Spider-Man, whether it be Splatoon, or the Salty Bet, where do you think a modded Vin Diesel, even in Halo, where do you think a modded Vin Diesel would fit best to say it's about family?
It's about family.
Because I know my answer. I want to hear you.
Okay. Well, not Spider-Man. For reasons that I don't need to go into. So I know what it's not gonna be. But to be honest, in the last, I was about to say Final Fantasy, Fast and the Furious.
That's your answer, Final Fantasy.
Put Vin Diesel in Final Fantasy 14. Let me get a bald head with a tank and all that. And
he drives the tank like it's Tokyo.
Like, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He's already a superhero. Vin Diesel's already a superhero in the last one that I saw. He was just basically just white shirt, punching things, shooting, not dying, and I'm like, okay, whatever. This is superhero stuff. What's yours? What did you were like? I know mine.
Halo, because right at the end of the game, you're like, Master Chief, you saved me. Takes off his mask. It's about family.
If it was Vin Diesel the entire time,
good money. I'd pay good money. Listen, but the little bit I know about Halo, which is nothing, I'd pay good money to see how angry people would be. I'd watch it.
Oh my God.
Vin Diesel as Master Chief. Now that's weird.
That would be wild. If he just walked out on stage at the next 343 thingy and they're just like, well, here's gonna be our actor. We're gonna do Halo, the next Halo, and it's gonna be a little different. That will get people going, get people talking. But this has been Gaming Gone Weird. I'm Jules the Human on all the things. Find me on Twitch all the time. Over here on Saturdays, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. the other thing, 9 p.m. UK time. All the things. We're going to schedule it beforehand. If this is your first time on this channel, please hit that subscribe button, because we're going to be here every Saturday, me and Cresta, and there's going to be some other new shows here on Know Your News this week, and a lot more live stuff. So if you want to see some other people do some other really cool shows, hit that subscribe button here. I'm Jules the Human on Twitter. Follow me on all the things. But Cresta, where can they find you on the internet?
Hi guys, my name is Cresta Starr, and Mondays and Wednesdays you can find me on twitch.tv/Cresta Starr. On Thursdays you can find me over at Fightful. We'll be covering the post-impact show, myself and Joel Pearl, every Thursdays, and on Saturdays right here at 4 p.m. like Joel, so many J's. Like Jules said, we'll be here discussing weird games with you. You can also find me on the internet at the tweets, Cresta the Star. There's a link tree in my bio. You can follow me all there. I am excited about where this is to come. I can't wait. Any closing thoughts, Jules?
If y'all are gonna be later on, a year from now, and you're gonna see all this cool stuff that we're doing, and then you're gonna be like, I was there for the beginning, and this is the beginning of something pretty cool. So yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be dope. This was fun, and this was really easy.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for being here. You have been fantastic. Is this the part where we say goodbye now?
Yeah.
Guys, we love you. We respect you. Thank you so much for being here. You could have been anywhere on the internet, but you were here with us. So keep it GG's, but keep it weird. See you next Saturday.